I've actually tidied up a bit since this morning. Welcome to my channel. This is Esther at Stampin Star Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, which means I get to purchase these pretties and I get to sell them to you as well if you're interested. And if you'd like a catalogue, actual in-hand catalogue, paper catalogue that you can touch and feel and smell and look at and tick off and circle and do whatever you do to catalogues, then please do get in touch if you're in the UK, Germany, France, Austria or the Netherlands. Okay, zooming out is not helping, zooming in is good. So welcome, especially if this is your first time. So I have pre-cut a few bits to save me being on here forever and to save you getting bored quickly. So I've done that. So my new tradition, my idea is to create a Christmas decoration for my tree or for something each year. Now, this idea I've got from Jodie at Happy House Creates, and I love that idea. And on the back, I know that she writes little memories on the back as well of the year. So obviously this year will be quite easy for memories as to what to write. So when you're coming on in, please do say hello and let me know where you are coming in from. Where you're where I'm reaching out to the broadcast. So welcome to Christine and Sandra. It's lovely to have your company. So like I said, I've already pre-cut some bits and I'll try and tell you where they're from. I must try and stop talking with my hands. It is a bad habit. So I have pre-cut some die shapes and letters and bits, and I will try and tell you as I go along where they have come from. So I wanted to start with my background, which is a stitched circle shape using the stitched circle dies. Welcome, Darlene, all the way from Texas. And I'm going to rub it with my embossing buddy, which is anti-static powder, or I call it house dust. And we are going to use the stamp set, which is from a kit called Paper Pumpkin. And it is a monthly subscription kit, but it was a special one to us in Europe because it's only usually available in America. So I had an idea of wanting fairly traditional colours and also being inspired by my tree decorations this year, which is gold, green, red, gold and green. And I tend to like to change it every year, have a different colour. So this year being red, gold and green. I am going to chuck in a bit of white just to add that extra snowy element. So I'm using clear ink, which is sticky and which is great for using with embossing powders. And I wanted to create a background. So I'm going to go in and use this lovely wreath stamp. I'm going to find some paper so I can shake it off. Welcome, Carol. Now, please remind me if you see me carrying on to punch a hole in this before I finish, because I made that mistake last night. So last night I made a card using the Coming Home stamp set, which I'll be using again today. And I've managed to make a matching decoration for my friend, which I'll show you now while I wait for my heat tool to warm up. So hold on. If you want to go back and check that video, you can do, and you might as well subscribe to my channel while you're there, and you can comment on that and let me know what you think. So here's the card that we made yesterday. I've just added the little bow to it, and I've basically done a matching decoration using the same oh, my words have just escaped my brain. Using the same stamp set. So I'm just covering up the address and the family name because obviously you don't need to make that public, but I've got a decoration and a matching card, which I think is lovely because it'll be the first Christmas in their new home and they moved in fairly recently. Hi Audrey. Audrey's come back from town doing Christmassy bits. How exciting. I know, I didn't really have a lunch today. I just had a quick snack before I came on. So you might want to just turn down your microphones because I'm just going to zap this. So it melts the powder and it's turning it white and it will set it. You can get this in gold, silver, clear, white. You can get different colours, but this is what Stampin' Up sell at the moment. Okay, so that I wanted as my background, and then I wanted to put a house in this, on this decoration. So I'm going to use soft suede as a nice basic, not basic, oh dear, come on. Esther's brain has fallen well asleep. Hi, Helen. Oh, nice to see you. Helen's my sister and she's gone back to Zambia. She's living out there at the moment and she's got her own YouTube channel, which she started when she came back to this country for a little while. So it's nice to have her back with us for a moment. So I'm going to bring on my machine. I said I wasn't going to do a lot of cutting out. This is the wrong die, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. But I wanted to show you, those who've not seen this process before, this is what you do to cut out the shapes. So the metal things are called dies. And I'm just going to sandwich this in my machine. I'm going to crank the handle round and it will cut out, don't worry about the noise, it will cut out the shape of the stamp because it fits around it. Darlene says there's a big delay. Oh no. How's everyone else doing for their connection? Let's just have a quick. Yeah, my internet says it's okay. Good morning, Jan. Hi, Karen. Oh, celery soup. Let me know if it's like terrible, okay? So these were my sort of chosen colours I thought I'd use. So I'm going cherry cobbler, just jade and soft suede. So yesterday when I was talking about how to use the blends, I was saying I tend to do L shapes along my colouring to help with the shading. It's just a nice easy way for me to remember and to kind of just a nice easy way to create shading basically. I'm going to use my darker colour on the rooftop. Yes, I must admit I had a good go using it and then I kept meaning to return to it. So it's quite nice to actually, you can, once you've got the stamp sets, you can mix and match it. Don't feel that you're limited then to just using that stamp set. You can obviously mix and match it with your other stamps. Just going to carefully go around the window. So how is everybody today? It's quite nice just to have a day to catch up on jobs. So social distance on a doorstep with a friend today in the rain, just to try and catch up with her, to hand over Christmas presents, and then came home and did hung some washing, as you do, you know, hang washing, and wrap the final presents, I hope. But then there's always like somebody you've forgotten that you think, oh no, I haven't given such and such a present, I need to do that. Or this year, like I've written so many cards, but I still feel like there's more people I could have written cards for, but then I suppose it's always going to be like that. So I'm using the broader end because I want to do a bit more thicker colouring. Trying to avoid the windows. So for the inside of the windows, I might do crumb cake to match the background card. So my house isn't green and red, but I wanted it to have some kind of colour to it, a nice kind of something in keeping colour with my decoration. I'm back colouring in again. I am mindful that I keep coming on here doing colouring in, but I know for some it is quite therapeutic. So. Okay, crumb cake. I might use light crumb cake so it's not too dark. That's the word I'm looking for. We don't mind a bit of white because we have got white in this as well. Yes, I do like the idea of red and white and crumb cake. I've thrown in a bit of green today. So, oh no, have I lost some bits and pieces already? Come back. Let's just lift you up a bit. So I've gone ahead and cut out these trees, and I was like, oh, how am I going to fit everything on? But I'm going to leave that as a base, I think. And then I could even stick the house behind the snow like that, couldn't I? I'm just trying to work it all out in my head. I don't know whether I'm going to use this word piece. Looks a bit mahoosive. But I did definitely want the 2020. Do you know what? I'm nearly done. I was hoping this would last a little bit longer, but I'm done. I don't think I need the piece, but I definitely want the dates every year, I've decided, so that I don't have to like grapple with the fact that I'm like, oh, what date did I do that decoration? Oh, well, that was a bit super simple, wasn't it? Do I need any more? Let's get the berries out, and I'll stick some red berries in the background, I think. Cherry cobbler. Are you on my desk? No. Just grab out the matching red, and I did want to maybe brush some colour on here. So I'm not quite done, but that was really quick. Quicker than I expected. I'm just going to pop some berries. I'm not like being too particular where I'm putting them. I just want to add some colour. And some of these might get covered up, but that's okay. And use my blending brush. I start off talking with articulation, and then it drops. And then I stop doing it because I forget. So these are the new blending brushes that you can use with your ink pads. And I'm going in with the Just Jade, which is going to match my house. And I thought, oh look, I've got a bit of red on that already. Thought I could just put a bit of colour onto the trees. That's pretty. Just to give it a hint of colour. Christine's just asking me a few questions. I haven't left my job. It was temporary. It was like a temporary contract sort of thing. So yeah, as much as I would have loved to stay, I might even go back there, but because I was supply, I don't know. I'm hoping I can go back, but we shall see. But for now, I am finished. Yeah, Christmas colour inspiration is coming from mugs. It's coming from cracker tins. So I'm just thinking, I wonder whether that background is a little bit crowded now. I'm not convinced. Now that I've done it, I could use that for something else. And maybe I could have my piece in there after all. Okay, let's put that to one side. And I'm going to grab out some, I'll find it in time. Excuse me, we're stretching over. Oh, I've got the tiniest bit of Just Jade left. Oh, I said, well, that's just not going to do, is it? Okay, plan B. What is plan B, Esther? We don't have a plan B. I think gold on gold is just a bit much. I don't need lots of bling. I could do white. Have a white stitched background. And still do the wreath. Okay. How about we do that then? Change of plan, folks, because I've got so much detail in the background and the front, finding it's clashing, and that's okay. If you are not happy with the project, just take a look at it and think, well, what is it about it that's not working? Take a step back. Just seeing if I've got any other card, but I'll just chop into this one, it's okay. And we could maybe, if I do the wreath in green, let's stamp it first and then I'll decide. Quick change of plan. I'm perfect in my imperfection. I'm not, but I say I'm not a perfectionist, but I know how I want things to look, if that makes sense. Okay, much happier with that. I think that would work a lot better. So I'm going to go for that instead. Except, oh, I'm a little bit tight on the corner there. Okay, I'm just going to quickly cut this out. And then I'm going to use side B. Oh no, I can't because I need that side for writing. Fear not, folks, I'm on it. So part of creating is trial and error, quite frankly. You know, if something doesn't work, don't give up. It's part of the creative process to find what does work. Oh, thank you, Lydia. I'm glad that you approve. It was just a bit. I think if I left that plain, it would have worked. But this is what happens when you're doing impromptu videos. I'm coming on and experimenting in front of you. I'm going to stand up so that I can see where I'm stamping. Okay. Now, do we want to colour the wreath in? Didn't think about that. So now that I've got this one, I can do a little quick experiment. Let's get the other thicker end. Do we want it coloured in? Yes or no? Yes, I think it works. Okay, we're going to colour in. It won't take long because we've got this thick end of our alcohol marker. And I just thought I could add some berries by using some gems. Because what I would like to do, my plan is make a decoration every year, but also using hopefully current product from Stampin' Up. So when I look back, I'll be like, oh yeah, that one was from the paper pumpkin kit, and I got that at home set. So it'd be quite nice as a little memory aid for product as well. But I will trim this down because I've got a little. Oh, can I hide it? Let's have a look. I've got a red mark on it from my fingers. red smudge, which is a bit of a kind of a nod to my kind of work, really. Okay, that can work. Right, let's get sticking so we feel like we're actually getting somewhere. Goodbye to 2020. Yeah, just a nod to say it happened, really. I could go on the slant a little bit, that'd be fun. Okay. So the glue I'm using is multi-purpose liquid glue. And I went to make some cards earlier, which I needed to get done. And I went to stick down the paper and I thought, oh no, it's not the way round I wanted it. And I managed to lift it up and re-stick it, because you have got about 10 seconds wiggle room to adjust and to unstick before it sticks fast. So you can bear that in mind. There we go. Oh, see what I mean? He slid right down then. Getting more and more red on it for my fingers. Oh dear. Okay, I think we need to get this house stuck. I don't want to cover too much of it. I want it straight. So I think if I glue along the top of here, get myself in a nice sticky mess. There we go. Okay, looking for my trimmer. Just going to trim this down a bit. Probably could have just used scissors, but hey, hiddly ho. Okay, so far so good. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to now let's turn this around to see where. I'm going to turn this over, draw a pencil line. Oh no, that's joined, isn't it? It's this bit I want around the circle. So then I can see where I need to put my sticky foam pads. These are called dimensionals. I'm going to put plenty on because I want this to last. And then somewhere around here, not you, yes, you. I've got some mini ones which are perfect for these little spots here. Just fits in between the smaller areas that you might want to have it sticking. So give it a good press on the back. Dot, 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 dot. So welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I don't know how you discovered me, but I'm here today. I'm usually around on Tuesdays, but I'm just saying you might see me more over Christmas time. I don't know. I don't want to make any promises, but you know, it's a nice time to catch up with a bit of spot of crafting. Now I haven't forgotten to do my punched hole yet. Okay, so that just stands out from the back a bit more. I'm wondering whether I should go around the edge and, oh, that's better. Just go around the edge of that in the green, like I did with the trees. Just makes all the difference. It just adds a little pop of colour. Might as well do the bottom while we're here. Okay. And then I'm going to pierce my hole now because while it's on my mind. I want it there. About. Okay, so my hole is there. So I'm going to simply finish this off with some embellishments. See what I've got, empty packets. Got a few of these gold ones here. Quite nice. Could do gold rather than the red. Ooh. I think red berries would just look much more natural. We'll go for a few red berries. I might group them together, they look a bit more Christmassy then, don't they? Really makes it pop. Splash of colour. Cute. So this will be a reminder of having to stay at home 2020. But that's okay, that's what it's all about. Okie dokie. Now, I've used up all my red ribbon, so plan B, what have we got? Oh, I've got some Just Jade ribbon. Perfect. Who needs red ribbon when we've got Just Jade? I'm wondering about, like, a bit of a border along there would look pretty. Now, can Esther pleat it? Can Esther pleat ribbon? That might be nice. Let's give it a go. Somewhere around here. There you are. I've been swapping things around in my craft room. I'm going to lay down some tear and tape. Let's get my small ruler just to have a nice clean, like that, technical term. And I'm going to peel this off, so it's got this double-sided tape, but it's nice and sticky. So how do I do this? Let's go for it. I'm going to leave a bit overhanging because then I can I don't want to cover all of it, I just want a bit of it. Okay, let's just go for it. So I'm folding that, hopefully you can see, folding that back on itself. And then I'm going to lay it down. I will have a sticky bit, but I'm going to deal with that in a minute. I hope this comes out all right on the other side. Let's have a look. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. Just the little details. Okay, great. So I have got somewhere. Everything keeps moving. Who's moving my things? I'm the only one to blame. I'm going to cut off the end. I've reserved these scissors for ribbon, so it's nice and sharp. I'm going to cut this end. Now, yes, I do have a sticky bit at the back that I need to address, but oh, look. I might just put a bit of ribbon across it just to finish it off. You're not supposed to stare at the back anyway. That just helps, it seals it in and it looks pretty. So it's a double kind of, you know, purpose. Dual purpose is the word I think I was looking for there. Oh, I like that. Anything, anything else to add? I might not use this thicker ribbon. I'll tell you what I do like to use is this twine here, because I don't want it a big, unless we do a little bow. Have I got any cherry cobbler ribbon? No. But let's try colouring in a piece of pink ribbon with the cherry cobbler. So we're thinking about a bow. So I'm going to do a rough bow. So I need about that much. With these alcohol, so this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 8 inches long. I'm going to mark where I need to do it. And then I'm going to run my alcohol marker over the ribbon to colour it in. You can drag this through your ink pad, but this is so much easier, quicker and less messy. Because it's an alcohol marker, it will dry fairly quickly as well. And just turn it over, colour the other side. Oh, I've not been checking comments, I'm so sorry. Use a bit of cornstarch to get rid of the sticky. Yes, you can, and also you could use your embossing buddy. But I just thought I'd cover it with a bit of ribbon, you know. I've got to that point where I just think, you know, products are there to use, aren't they? So I might as well use them. It's only a little bit, you're not, you know, used a whole lot. Come on, pen. So let's make sure this is dry. Okay, still a little bit wet, so I'm just going to zap it with my tool. Volume's down, ladies and gents. Don't want to stay still. Okay. Oh, I think it's resuming. Let me resume. So I'm hoping people will pop back in. I'm so sorry. Could somebody just type it on? Well, I hope some people have gone off the live, but I got absolutely no idea what just happened then. That was quite strange. I'll just give a moment to hopefully give a chance for people to realise I'm still going. So, yeah, it just kind of trapped me out my own broadcast. I was like, excuse me. So somebody was saying about bows. Right, bows. I don't know. I kind of, they come, it's difficult to explain it. And when you slow down, I tie bows what I call the old-fashioned way. So, you know, you're pinching the ribbon together, wrapping it around my thumb, and then I feed the back piece through the loop like that. And then as it comes through, you want your 2 pieces on either side to stay flat. Now, I know a lot of people do the bunny ear method, and that's quite a good method for getting your bows nice and straight. Or if you're really suffering, I know a bow maker, like a peg bow maker, is quite good. So that's come out a bit darker, but that's actually quite a nice contrast. So I might go ahead and use this now that I've coloured it in. So apologies once again if you're rejoining. I don't know what happened. It just chucked me out my own broadcast. I didn't even touch anything. I mean, you know. Okay. So I was saying, I wonder. Hi, Bonnie. Great. So I'm going to thread through this lovely twine. Now, because you've got to think about the way you want it to hang, for example, on a tree. Now, because I want it on a tree, if I loop it like this, it might not work. So I probably want to loop it that way around. So I'm going to thread it through like I would as if it was a tag. Wanda, you are so, so kind. Thank you so much. Cheryl says, why 2020? I'm making a Christmas decoration for the year. Every year this is going to be my new tradition to make a Christmas decoration. I've got this idea from Jodie at Happy House Creates, and she does it. And if it's a card decoration, she writes memories of her children from the year or memories of the year to keep. And I just think it's a lovely keepsake then to look back over the years once you've got your decorations, and then you can have it as a keepsake and remember what's happened over that year. So I'm just going to get my eraser. Got some glue dots stuck to it. This just takes, because that glue is silicone based, I can use one of these silicone rubbers and it will take off any glue smudges. Thank you so much everybody for your thumbs up, your comments, your donations. I really appreciate it. I mustn't lose my pretty red bow, which I was going to stick at the top just to complete it. For some reason I've lost my I'm not surprised actually, my desk is a little bit of a mess. I've into a new packet of glue dots. So here we go. And stick it there. I know, right? These gremlins turn up from nowhere. There. I hope it will hang straight. Yes, it does. It's got a good balance on it. Okay, just ignore the state of my desk for a second. Just for 1 second. In the hope that I can show you that. So, do we think it needs any wink of Stella? I hear you all shouting, of course! Gold. Here we go. More is more and all that. Esther can't step away. What do we think? I'm thinking... Oh, you can't even see! I'm thinking... Sorry, I got caught up into my own thing and I forgot I was live. A little gold. What do we think? Do we think gold? You let me know if you want the little gold dots on the top, because, you know, we're going for it now. So I'm just going to add a little bit of wink of Stella. I'm thinking in the windows would be pretty. Bit of kind of snowy scene, glittery stuff going on. So Cheryl says, great idea. I don't know if that was a great idea to the wink of Stella, or whether that was a great idea to the gold dots. I might just add them anyway. I might just do... I don't want to go too heavy on the... Oops, she said. Went on the house. There you go. I wanted to have the nice... I don't know if I can pick up. You can see some of the glitter. Just a little bit of glimmer. Okay, let's do the gold dots. We're here now. And also, like I said, I want this to be a memory of Stampin' Up product from that year as well. So it's quite nice to add a few bits and pieces. Oh, how exciting. So who's going to give this a go? Make your own decoration for 2020 and start a new tradition with me of making your own Christmas decoration. And then you can write on the back any memories from the year, or any keepsakes or things that you want to remember. Just a wink of Stella, says Christine. A bit too late. I went a bit gold happy with the little blingy tops. And, you know, obviously when this is on a tree, it's not going to look as blingy. Maybe I need to take a photo of it on my tree. So if you would like to share any projects using Stampin' Up stuff, especially if it's been inspired by what I've made on my channel, then please head over to SSC Inspired and Shared on... It's quite funny, this is not how I write, but when I write this, actually it's the word "and" on Facebook, okay? I think so, Bonnie. And like I said, shout out to Jodie because it's not my original idea. Yeah, and it would just, you know, and the idea is over the years I'll have a collection of the numbers from each year. Just don't look too closely. I can see a few smudges, but we're just going to ignore those because it wouldn't be me if it didn't have a smudge in it. You could see everything. My curtains are open, my door's open. Normally it's all shut. Thank you so much for those 11 thumbs up. Thank you so much to Wanda and to Christine for your promise to PayPal. Thank you so much. It's been great to have your company. It's great just to come on and have a bit of chilled crafting impromptu time with you all. So I really appreciate joining me today. Anything, I always get to this point, I'm like, what have I got to say to you? If you would like next year's mini catalogue and you're in the UK, Germany, France or Austria, then please let me know and I'll get the catalogue out to you. Those of you who have bought from me recently, hopefully you'll have catalogue in the post. I know that things are a bit slower at the moment, so just bear with the Royal Mail. So happy Christmas to you all, and I'm no doubt, hopefully, I will be back. I say no doubt, I can't guarantee it, but I do hope to be back before Christmas and to wish you a proper happy Christmas. All right, take care, lots of love, everybody. Great, lovely, thank you. Okay, Christine, got it. Take care, everyone. Good to see you. Bye.